everybody. For those of you who don't know, my name is Emily, and today I would like to talk to you about why I think you should buy organic food. So something about me is, last year I was hospitalized for about a week. They didn't know what was wrong, and it turns out I have an autoimmune deficiency. More specifically, I have a thyroid disease, so my thyroid doesn't process hormones the way it's supposed to, which means it leads me to be sleepy, grouchy, and kind of the whole spectrum of what you expect your hormones to regulate. And the first appointment that I have with my doctor, she informed me that it has to do a lot with what I eat and where it comes from. So that means that when I eat meat, I have to be very specific that it is not processed with genetically modified anything or growth hormones, because it has a really bad effect on my medicine that I take every day. So I have 3 points that I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about what it is to be organic, like organic food, what it is to be genetically modified food, and what it is conventional agriculture. So organic food is generally grown without synthetic pesticides, fertilizers, does not utilize the routine use of antibiotics or growth hormones. They also are not processed with chemical baths or additives. A good example of that is carrots, more specifically baby carrots. Baby carrots, after they are cut, they are put into a chlorine bath to prevent them from spoiling and to maintain their color. The way to check this is if you leave it in your refrigerator for about 2 weeks, they'll turn white. That is the chlorine being expended from the internal part of the carrot. Conventional agriculture or growing of food involves the use of herbicides and pesticides to prevent bugs and bacteria from penetrating the food. And a fun fact that I learned is many people believe that conventional farming allows the crops to produce more in a given area and time. This theory was disproved by the University of Michigan, because the University of Michigan says that organic versus conventional doesn't show any discrepancy in produce. In fact, organic farms can typically produce more output than a conventional farm because of the type that how they cultivate. And then the third thing is genetically modified food. This means that the DNA of the fruit or vegetable has been taken out in a lab, and they have added different additives to resist the herbicides and the pesticides so that when you get the fruit, it's not as heavily filled with them. This information I found from the USDA, who are the people who certified things as organic or non-organic. A fun fact that I learned is that 1% of all American crops are considered organic, and only 6% of crops are considered without the additive of genetically modified material. The second topic that I'd like to talk to you about is Dirty Dozen compared to the Clean 15. This relates back to organic and non-organic, because the Dirty Dozen are things that are completely filled with pesticides. It's not just on the surface. It's embedded into the actual fruit or vegetable. So these are items that you should buy organic as stated by the government. And then the Clean 15 are items that are very low in pesticides because they either have a very hard shell or a very dense fruit type thing. So this is a strawberry. This is a conventional strawberry. This is an organic strawberry. I personally, when I eat a strawberry, I just want a strawberry. I do not want all the pesticides involved, because this is the combination of any herbicide and pesticide that is not only sprayed on your strawberry, it's embedded into your strawberry. So this is what you're eating every time that you are consuming a non-organic strawberry that is grown through conventional methods. Another fun fact that I learned was done by Reader's Digest. They reviewed a study, and before World War II, every single farm was organic. There was no such thing as pesticides and herbicides. It was only after the war, when there was a lot of food shortages, they decided to come up with the new thing and encourage people to use pesticides, because they helped prevent weeds and bugs and rodents and stuff from getting into the food sources. And the third thing I want to talk to you about today is meat and how meat is processed. This also really affects organic because fruit and vegetables have different standards than meat. So, once again, according to the International Federation of Organic Agricultural Measures or Movements, organic livestock has to be fed organically produced feed. This means that they also have to eat organic fruits and vegetables and grains and corn. They also cannot be treated with, fed any animal byproducts. They have to be allowed access to outside, free movement, to grass and sunlight, and they cannot be treated with miscellaneous antibiotics to make them bacteria resistant. I personally buy organic chicken, and not just organic chicken, I buy organic free-range chicken because there was a study done by a farmer in the Midwest, and he cultivated his chicken on an open farm, and he didn't treat them with anything. He just washed them and rinsed them and put them out. And his chicken, when compared to a Purdue chicken or a chicken that is processed, his chicken had 95% less bacteria than a chicken that is sold at a grocery store because of his organic methods of raising them. And then the fourth thing and the final thing is 81% of families in the United States buy something organic. It may be their meat, it may be their strawberries, but they buy something for their family that is organic. Something that I learned recently is that 91% of all soybeans grown in the United States are genetically modified. That means your soy milk is most likely made from a genetically modified soybean. And milk, just because milk is not organic does not mean that it's bad for you. In fact, most people should be drinking skim milk due to the fact that high-fat milk has more estrogen, which is worse for you than the pesticides. So I encourage you guys to buy one thing organic, because at the end of the day, if 81% of families in the United States, that's 81% of the people in the entire country, can buy one item a week organic, then so can you.